Three, two, one. Nefarious Reels, baby. Do, 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 do. Hey everyone, we're Nefarious Reels. I'm Ice-T.
And I'm Uncle Vanny Vanilla Ice.
And welcome back to Nefarious Reels, a movie podcast that talks about bad movies. Usually two, sometimes three, and if we're fucking stupid, we'll do five. But today, we only did two, and I had the retro pick. So the first film we're going to be talking about is 1991's, I'm guessing, because I don't have the letterbox page open to confirm it, but let's just say it
Yep,
is.
91.
Oh, I'm so fucking smart. 1991's Cool as Ice, starring Nia Ice-T. It stars our favorite actor from That's My Boy, Vanilla Ice.
Never thought we would have two movies talking about Vanilla Ice on here, but here we are.
If we're lucky, maybe we'll do three movies.
No, please no.
I mean, he is in probably about at least two more. He's in the Hip Hop Witch, which I
The
think
Hip Hop Witch.
I think we talked about that movie before, or at least the idea of covering it, because it's called the Hip Hop Witch. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Cool as Ice is about Vanilla Ice and his entourage driving their motorcycles, and then Cool as Ice almost kills a girl on a horse with his motorcycle, and then he's just like, whoa, I tapped that, and that's the whole movie. Also, gangsters show up and steal the girl's kid brother.
Yeah, corrupt cops show up because the girl's parents are a part of the witness protection program, but then they oh shit, we found him on TV.
Not even the cool
He
witness
got to
protection.
get his money back.
Not even the cool witness protection when they're drug dealers or criminals getting in. No, they're just just regular cop, good guy cop that decided to leave because he got a threat. That would have been a much better movie. It's sweetie, I have to tell you the truth. You see, that's not my name. You see, I'm in the witness protection track because I was illegally delivering blow into the urban cities, and I ratted out my fucking my boss for money and to get protection, and that's basically it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That
Then the title "Cool as Ice" has a
better.
much different meaning.
Yep.
But no, as I said, it's basically just a romance movie. Cole, what'd you think of Coal as Ice?
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so fucking clever today.
Yeah, that honestly, this was just torture for me. This is just one of those movies where nothing happens, and it had the feeling of being, maybe it could have been a 20-minute short film, but it somehow got extended to 90 minutes, and about 95% of it is just sitting around
And singing.
talking about motorcycles, Vanilla Ice trying to hit that, and that's about it. Then you forget about the corrupt cop guys for 40 minutes.
It's not even relevant at all until super late in the movie, because there's just the two guys and just hey, look who's on TV, let's go meet him. And then it's just,
let's go beat him up for his lunch money.
I thought it was gonna be revealed that oh, that's not really his daughter, it's the guy watching on TV, that's his daughter or something, something way more convoluted. But nah, it's just normal boring crime shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
I think because when I watched this, I had this revelation that this is at least it's similar to Zondali, where it's just it's this romance movie that's just super boring though, really nothing. It's just a romance movie that you only know because it has a face that you recognize. If Vanilla Ice wasn't in this movie, no one would give a fuck about it. And same as Zondali. If Nick Cage wasn't in the movie, I don't think anyone would give a fuck about it. Or similar to Ed. If Ed was in the movie, no one would give a fuck about it. Matt LeBlanc, never heard of him. I'm only here for fucking Ed. It's
I'm here for the chimp.
Matt LeBlanc is just the appetizer to the main course of that monkey.
We're eating both a human and a chimp? Oh.
Yeah, we take comparison.
Got it.
And then, but first, we'll down a nice drink of vanilla ice.
Ice, ice, baby.
Ice, Ice Baby. I think that's the very first song they play in the movie. And then they played a bunch of other songs that I don't know, because literally who has
They,
actually heard
yeah.
any other Vanilla Ice song other than that one?
I mean, every time a song dropped, it either would be him rapping through for like the entire 4 minute song, or it would just play during a scene, and it just felt like a bunch of just music videos.
I have to
They never
wonder if. Oh, sorry. I'll let you finish your spree.
Okay. Yeah, it never felt like anything else other than, oh, we're just gonna have them walking around. No, it's like weird. And I don't know if it was Vanilla Ice had anything to do with it, but it was I felt it was because of his presence. They just kind of were like, we got to make every scene with a pop song in it be like a music video.
It's not even like an endearing or interesting music video. It's like the most standard stuff. Like
No.
at least in the fucking you can't stop the music. You got that iconic like construction guys like whole thing. Even though I don't remember the song, but I remember liking
Yeah,
it. Or in YMCA, they got a bunch of guys in their underwear and they have like a synchronized dive at one point.
I mean, in that too, it was like basically. Well, you could also make the point too that don't you can't stop the music was also partially a musical because it was supposed to advertise, the village people,
That's true,
and
but
and of course they're gonna want to break out in a song, and even then it's like those songs were also more entertaining and the choreography was more entertaining.
well, except when they said you can't stop the music like 100 times at the end.
Well, yeah, when you're saying the same
You
lyrics, it
can't
definitely gets
stop
old
the
after about
music.
30 times.
What if that's how this film ended with like Vanilla Ice
Cool
sing,
as ice. Cool as ice.
"You're willing to sacrifice our love."
Yep.
I don't know the rest of the words to that song. Someday
Dun, 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 dun. So we're
you'll
just
die.
gonna do this. Dun, ba, da, ba, ba, ba.
But yeah, this is another we're in another like Ed scenario where it's just like what do we talk about here? Like, hey, do you like watching a film about a guy basically trying to Stockholm syndrome his way into making a girl like
A
him?
relationship?
Yeah, pretty much. Like they have the cliche of like here's the boyfriend, but the boyfriend's kind of
Boyfriend's a dick.
boyfriend's kind of a dick, and everyone's just like, hey, you're a dick. That's how we know. I would not have known that if they didn't say it like 10 times in the
Yeah.
movie.
I mean, his actions never gave off that, oh, he's a dick. Like, you can't just make assumptions without them telling you. That's crazy talk.
That's fucking stupid. I mean,
That's
then again,
cringe.
they were assuming the average fan watching it was a Vanilla Ice fan, so maybe they had to do that.
Maybe
They showed it a test audience of Vanilla Ice fans. They're like they're not getting it. More scenes where we make them look like a dick.
We need to explain it to them through the actors.
We need to make Vanilla Ice as cool as possible. Cool as ice, if you will. Eureka! We got the title of our movie. Apparently, on the Amazon trivia for this movie, apparently Vanilla Ice paid like $1 million to be the star of the movie.
Oh my god! What, $1 million?
$1 million. Well, this was like probably this was in production for a couple years, so this is like late '80s money. $1 million.
I mean, still, but I mean, if you look at did you see how much the budget was?
How much was it?
$6 million.
$6 million.
So he got a sixth of the budget.
No, I don't. I didn't say he was paid that much. I said he paid to be in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry,
he was
I
1/6
misheard
of
that.
the budget.
So he is a sixth of the budget.
Yeah, he is, but like in the other way.
Yep, got it.
Don't worry, Cool as Ice. We'll definitely make back all our money, and you will definitely make back your $1 million.
Yeah, it only made a 1.2 million.
Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
That
like
is really bad.
hog wild. But yes, like the weird is the relationship is like so like they do it like the worst way possible. Yeah, so because I get the sense of like, oh, the guy meets the girl they like, so the girl really isn't into him, so he's got to figure out a way to charm her. And this one is like Vanilla Ice literally like jumps a thing, almost fucking hits her with his motorcycle off a fucking horse, which would have fucking killed her, by the way. So she
Yeah,
rightfully hates the guy.
Even if it didn't kill her, it could have caused a serious injury.
And he does not like give a fuck. He's just like, yeah, whatever. I'd fucking tap you. I'd tap that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and
Like,
then
who
don't forget
cares?
he
We're just having fun, guys.
oh, he also steals her fucking organizer too.
Yeah, he steals that, so and then she's like, "Oh, where is it?" And then she goes, "Oh, I know where it is."
Fucking Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. He's so cool.
It's just fucking stupid because the whole thing is basically like they make Vanilla Ice like the biggest asshole on the planet unintentionally because he's supposed to be so fucking cool. He's Vanilla Ice. He rides around the motorcycle and he can fucking rap and he can like
And
dance.
he can rap and he's got some black friends, so he's not racist.
Yeah, that was gonna be my joke. Damn it, Cole. You stole my bit. That's what I get for being polite. Never again. I'm gonna be like my role model, Vanilla Ice and Cool as Ice, and be just the biggest douchebag from now on. I'm gonna fucking almost hit you with my motorcycle with all my black friends because I'm definitely not racist.
I mean, it's honestly even more funny to call him a douche because it's like the girl just decides she's gonna break up with her douchebag boyfriend for another douchebag. But it's Vanilla Ice, though.
Yeah, he drives a motorcycle. He literally abducts her because he just drives up. He goes like, "Get it, hop into my motorcycle." And I know technically it's like, oh, those are the corrupt cops that are following her.
Mm-hmm.
But like, honestly, bitch, get off the middle of the road.
Yeah,
like,
she was also walking in the middle of the road. Like, what are you doing?
Like, you deserve to get hit by that fucking car.
There, but seriously, there's no sidewalk.
Apparently not. Like, and she should know better. That one like truck with the fucking squirting out, like, I guess like the water drove by, so it's not like she wasn't aware that cars couldn't be on the road or anything.
Yeah, I don't. And she's supposed to be like this high school honor student, but she can't figure out how to walk in public.
Maybe that's the point. She's like book smart, but she's not street smart.
Street smart.
Cool as Ice, Vanilla Ice.
So she's the book smarts and he's the They're perfect.
Yeah, see, it's like that.
Oh my god. Maybe we misunderstood this. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, maybe this film's like way deeper than they thought.
Yeah, it's actually deeper than all the movies we've seen on here combined.
Deeper than Southland Tales, deeper than Merely Players, deeper than fuck. I was trying to think if we had a film that involved like descending into a cave or something, but I don't think we do, so I couldn't complete the bit. I don't know. Deeper than hold on. I'm gonna get this bit. I'm gonna give me time. I'm gonna figure this out. Hold on. Let's see. Deeper than it's deeper than
That's
the
my boy.
Political insight in Clash in the College. Oh, I got a better one.
Can I have a pizza? What are these round things?
Oh, that's pepperoni. Oh no, I can't eat it. Bye, bitch.
Oh, I can't have that.
I have a better one though. It's deeper than my disappointment in the sinking forest. Yeah, you're right. There's nothing that can be deeper than my disappointment with that movie. No gay Nazi sex. Not even one. Not even a smooch. So upsetting. I wonder if I buy the DVD, if there's like a director's commentary and it'll explain everything. It's like, yeah, I had like 100 gay Nazi sex scenes, but I had to cut them out for runtime. And I was like, and you cut out the fucking sex? And not all the other boring shit? As you can tell, there's not much to say as Cool as Ice, considering how off topic we've gotten. Also, did you get the implication vibes when they went out in the middle of the fucking desert? Or when they were in those like housing development place during that one music video?
Oh yeah, that music video sequence.
Specifically, like when they're like out in the middle of the desert, the fucking desert is like, wait, why are you out here? Like, you drag her out here on your motorcycle, just the two of you, out in the middle of the desert, and then I was like, oh, I'm getting implication vibes on this one. I'm going to take her out in the middle of the desert. There's like no one around. If I just leave her here, she'll die of dehydration, and she's going to say yes because of the implication. If she says no, of course I'm going to drive her back, but because of the implication, she's going to say yes.
Mm. Oh, yes. Oh, so you're saying he implemented the Dennis system.
Probably.
Got it.
Or maybe Dennis watched Cool as Ice and he's like, damn, I got to take that from Cool as Ice and implement my own system with that. We've been referencing that scene a lot in the discussions. Maybe we should start reining it back a bit.
Yeah, maybe. But it's just like, it's just such a good example for all these guys that are hitting on women like this, and you're just going, no, that's
like,
not.
it's not
no,
our fault that
not...
all the bad movies always have scenes where the girl they're trying to hook up with, they take to some like remote location, like incredibly far away, that could result in them dying if left. Like fucking Mr. Fantastic by taking the lady to space, and I don't remember what the other one was. Or yeah, Merlin with Santa Claus with the children, which was even probably worse than the Mr. Fantastic one. And now here with Cool as Ice, only it's technically more fitting because it's technically supposed to be a romantic comedy.
Yeah, romantic comedy.
Romantic comedy.
Both in quotations.
I mean, in a way, the dad was fucking right to go, like, where were you? You didn't call her anything. He was just driving me around, Dad. He just took me out of the middle of nowhere desert with, like, no way of means of me traveling.
He was teaching me how to ride the bike.
He took me out, and he's like, hey, yo, want to reenact Mad Max? And then he took me out of the desert.
You were gone all day. Like, did you not think... I mean, I know they didn't have mobile phones then, but... I mean...
No, didn't they call it a mobile phone?
Every parent's gonna be concerned, going, okay, why is my kid not back home yet? It's kind of late.
No, I could have sworn there was a scene with a mobile phone. Hold on. Let's look up when mobile phones were invented, and then we can argue from there. Well, I say argue like we're fucking arguing whether or not there was a mobile phone in the movie.
Yeah, I'm talking in the movie.
I could have sworn there was a scene with someone on the mobile phone.
A flip phone, but I don't think that was for a while, though.
Okay, so Motorola was the first company to produce a handheld mobile phone on April 3rd, 1973.
Oh.
So, technically...
Did anyone...
yeah.
So they could have had one, but they didn't.
Maybe.
I do not remember seeing one.
I could have sworn there was a scene where someone used a mobile phone.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into this.
Yeah, I think we're thinking way too deep.
Way too deep into Cool as Ice.
Because this movie has nothing going for it.
My favorite characters were the mechanic wife and husband duo.
The mechanic couple?
Because they were barely in the movie, so...
these bikes.
Well, no, just the one bike.
How do you fix this? Let's just strip it all down...
And then we'll
because
rebuild
we don't know
it.
what we're doing.
We'll rebuild it. We have the technology. Yeah, they're barely in the movie, and I think they were the ones that brought me the closest to laughing, because they took apart the entire motorcycle, and I thought that was a little silly, I guess.
Yeah, that was at least fine. They were fine.
Yeah, the weird thing is, it's just like this like gangster subplot feels so shoehorned in, because what does it have to do with anything? Nothing.
I don't know, other than, we need to have a B plot in this.
We need a conflict. And we need a reason for the dad to... It's like, we need a reason for the dad to not like Vanilla Ice. So he'll make him think that he's working with the cops. He doesn't have to think that... He as if you couldn't just gone the easier route of just going, Vanilla Ice is a bad boy. You should date Nick, because Nick's like a good guy. Even though we see him as the dick in the movie. Which should have been the whole thing. Nick should have been this nice guy in front of like everyone else, but then like in private, he's the asshole to like her. And then Vanilla Ice is the only one who sees he's like, hey, that's not right. I'm gonna expose Nick as like the fraud that he is. And there you go. You have a much better romantic comedy movie because you can have hijinks and shenanigans with Nick. Because Nick gets away with it, kind of. Like, yeah, he gets beat up by Vanilla Ice in the middle of the movie, but that feels like kind of just irrelevant at that point. It's not till the end where he's like, if you're not gonna hook up with me, then you're never gonna see my cool car ever again. It's like, when the fuck did you give a shit about your car? Only till right now, so there can be a scene where Vanilla Ice hits it with the as a ramp.
Yeah, and like the only scene involving his car really that was significant before that was just, I don't know, when they were getting out of that club they were at, and she's like, "Get back!" Well, before she walks on the road, and he's like, "Get back on the car!
Get in the
Get in
car.
my car, girl!"
He doesn't understand the dentist system, Cole. That's his problem.
Oh, yep. That's why he wasn't able to fully swoon her over.
Like if you do the movie, you have this guy being like, "Oh yeah, babe, check out my awesome car and my hot rod," "Oh babe, don't like rest your arm against it because you might ding. Don't lean against it, you might scratch it." You like you focus on that, and it's like his focus on this like car, and then in the end scene, then you destroy it, or you have a scene where like Vanilla Ice at multiple points like damages the car, like he smashes like one of the headlights, or like he scratches the door. And in the end movie, you just fucking destroy the vehicle. Like when Nick goes full douchebaggery and just tries to fucking kill Vanilla Ice on his motorcycle with his car, then you fucking
Yep.
destroy it. And then you have a scene where like his Nick's legs are broken on the ground while like the car is destroyed and Fuel's looking out, and then Vanilla Ice goes, "Hey Nick, hey Dick, you know what my favorite movie is? Mad Max." And then he sets the fuel on fire, walks away, and then it fucking explodes and Nick dies. That would be epic. Then the
Walks
girl
away
goes,
like a cool guy from
then
explosions.
the girl goes, "Oh my god, Vanilla Ice, that was so hot when you fucking killed my ex-boyfriend like that."
We should have sex.
Yeah, we should have sex. And they drive away, and there's like, "Ice, ice, baby."
Baby.
And then boom, end movie. Kid Brother's annoying. He's just like, "Oh, Vanilla
He's
Ice,
just
you're so
there to.
cool."
Whoa, Vanilla Ice!
He's
He's
like, he's
so
supposed to
cool.
get,
Can I ride your motorcycle?
he's supposed to be the surrogate odd member for all the kids who are going to be watching this movie who want to live up to the greatness that is Vanilla Ice. And he's the worst character, pretty much.
Yep.
I was like,
The
man,
lead
I hope he
character
gets
in Cool
killed.
as Ice sucks. Oh, are you talking about the kid?
I'm talking about the kid.
The,
I mean,
the
the,
kid
the
brother? Oh,
gangsters
yeah.
could also kill Vanilla Ice, too. That would have been fine.
Yeah, that. Oh, can we talk also about that third act? Like that that climax in the third act where they just go back to that desert construction area and all he does is just ram into them with his bike and that was it.
Yeah, I thought there would be a car chase. That's what I was thinking they were going to do.
I was hoping too.
Like, what
And
you
then
do, you seen when they
and then he
bust it?
hurries up and with his bike and then he throws one of those explosive things from Mad Max and he's like, "This time I'm the road warrior."
Yeah. What you do, you have them bust in, they beat up the one guy and save the kid, but the main gangster guy that we've been seeing, he manages to get the girlfriend and like takes her out to the car, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
"No, my girlfriend, no!" And he's like, "You guys stay here, make sure that guy doesn't pull shit and keep the kid safe. I'm gonna save my girl." And then he's driving, and then you have the scene where Nick pulls up, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then Cool Sights like hits the car like a ramp, and he lands on top of the car, main gangster's car with his motorcycle.
Ah,
And then you have like your cool like fight scene.
that would have been better. Like a lot of our ideas.
Yeah, like everything. Every time we have an idea, a million times better than anything. This whole movie is just going like, okay, this is how you should have actually made the fucking movie, guys.
You
Oh
should have
no.
just gotten us.
Here, let's see. What did David Kellogg fucking do after this movie? Did he make anything good?
On the Wikipedia, it said he disowned this movie after.
Like immediately after, or like after they told him it sucked balls?
Let's see. It was in the reception. Let me just get it pulled up again.
Let's
Cool.
see. He directed like 3 pornos, made Cool as Ice, and then he made his magnum opus, Inspector Gadget,
Oh, hell yeah.
with everyone.
It just says director David Kellogg later disowned the film.
Oh, also,
That's it.
just to note, Inspector Gadget. Guess what? The star Matthew Broderick from Friends.
Matthew Broderick No, that's LeBlanc from Friends.
No, no, no,
Matthew
Matt.
Broderick is Ferris Bueller.
No, 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 no. Hold on, fucking. I'm not gonna be made a fucking fool of right now. Okay. The picture looks really similar. I'm telling you.
They do not look that similar.
Yo, they got the similar fucking face. Like the one they use on Letterbox. It's got that like look. You see it, right? Like,
Mm, okay, maybe a little.
okay, yeah, see, exactly. Trying to make me look like a fucking fool in front of our
But
audience.
it's not the same guy
It might as
for
well
the
be.
movie.
How do you
For the
know
show,
though?
I should say.
How do you know? How do you know it isn't really him and he was just using an alias?
I'm not getting in an argument about this.
I mean, it's not an argument here. I'm just saying. We can't let the guy who was the star Inspector Gadget tear us apart. We just solved the fucking tie issue we had like last episode with your victory. We don't need a return. We can't keep arguing. We can't have a divorce arc in Nefarious Reels, Cole. I won't allow it. But cool as ice. Ice, ice, baby. Uh, I don't know what is there to say.
It's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. I wouldn't say. No, yes, I would say that it's bad. I wouldn't say it's not bad. It was more enjoyable than the food poisoning stomach issues I had last night when I was trying to watch it. That helped make Cool as Ice slightly more tolerable because it was the better of the two options. I don't know. We have to space out the discussion
Okay.
for another like 15 seconds because by that point we'll hit the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, I mean, I I don't know where you're gonna put it in your rankings, but this is definitely gonna be on the very low end for me.
That this is
I
low.
was kind of this one was kind of torture, and it wasn't even where it was just kind of goofy slapstick funny bad. It's just bad.
Yeah, but it's technically it's Kino
I
because
guess if that's what you want to call Kino.
well, yeah, I mean it was released on Blu-ray by Kino Lorber, so it technically yes. This is technically officially considered Kino, like right up there with It's Pat and Fear and Loathing. Okay, so we hit the 30-minute mark. I think we can move on. I got nothing left to say about Cool as Ice.
I mean,
It
I had nothing of
it's
else other than yeah, it's
very
just bad.
very forgettable. It's very bland. I wasn't nearly as tortured as you, but once again, sickness. But yeah. But since we're done with Cool Ice, we can move on to the next
The modern
the
pick.
modern pick, which was by you, Cole. Tell us about your pick.
Yippee! Yep, so I decided because Deadpool and Wolverine just came out, why not go the route of a mutant movie? So I went with 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine, directed by Gavin Hood. And this was a origin story, I guess you could say, about Logan, aka the Wolverine.
Logan and his low gang, and
And
he forms a low gang.
yeah, he's got his low gang with his brother Leaf Schreiber, Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas, Ryan Reynolds, the Blob guy, Agent Zero. I don't. They're like all mutants in some way. Oh, and there's that guy with like that can control electricity.
You got Mary from the Lord of the Rings. He's in it.
Yeah, yeah, and then he then decides, hey, fuck this shit. I don't go killing innocent civilians, so I'm gonna just leave and go to Canada, be a lumberjack, and then, hey, my girlfriend died. I'm gonna join your Weapon X program, sir.
I
And
think it was
now
his
and then
wife.
you find out he's got these adamantium claws. Other stuff happens with mutants and just Hugh Jackman being Hugh Jackman. And yeah, what did you think about this one?
I thought it was goofy. I thought it was a kind of goofy movie, interspaced with boring moments.
Okay. I definitely got the goofiness. I mean, this is the first time I've seen this since it was out in theaters. So I wasn't sure what exactly to expect with different eyes than last time I saw this. And this, yeah, it's kind of one of those funny bad movies. You just go, how did this get made? And why?
I don't
And
know.
what's even more crazy, the budget for 2009, $150 million.
Whoa! Imagine what I could have done with 150 million. Probably made a better movie. Oh,
Maybe. Hey.
I mean, wasn't fucking whatever his name is, the guy who plays Wolverine, Hugh Jackman? I think he isn't
Hugh
he the
Jackman.
producer of the movie?
Um, he is one of the producers.
So
Yeah,
maybe he
so
was just like,
maybe,
we gotta make me as cool as possible because I'm the star of the movie.
which is kind of weird because he was kind of one of the more focal points, especially of that original trilogy of X-Men movies with X-Men X United, I think is the second one, X2, X-Men United, something like that.
I don't
And
know.
then The
I've
Last
never
Stand.
seen like any X-Men movies. I saw the TV
Hmm.
show, and I remember really liking that. But they only really focus on Wolverine. There are other
Mm-hmm.
characters, but don't get mistaken. Wolverine is the character of the movie. Which, I mean, to be fair, it is called X-Men Origins Wolverine. That's kind of to be
Well,
expected.
yeah,
But
you
like,
would
still,
figure it's gonna be mostly Wolverine, obviously. But I mean, yeah, you got other mutants. So because it's an X-Men universe and you got to have the mutants with you,
yeah.
and you get the first iteration of Wade Wilson slash Deadpool.
Yeah, apparently, Ryan, there was like a Deadpool movie in the works for a while, but I got canned after Blade Trinity flopped. And Ryan Reynolds has been trying to be Deadpool forever. So when they're like, "Oh, we're having Deadpool in this movie," he's like, "You gotta have me in it." And they're like, "Okay."
They're like, okay, sure.
Yeah, and then he paid $1 million to play Deadpool, just like Cool as Ice did. That was a joke, by the way. I have no idea of
Yeah,
fucking.
I don't think he.
He did not. I don't think he did that.
I would hope not, but you never know. But uh,
I
yeah,
think
the
his
movies.
the
Oh
origin
yeah.
when they set up how like the big reveal that he has these powers is so fucking goofy because
Mm-hmm.
he's super sick and then this guy just shows up who's like Sabretooth's dad and then like he immediately murders him and he's like, I'm your father. I'm fucking dead. Like, wow, you're really just
Yep.
dumping like every cliche just like right in front of us in the first couple of minutes, aren't you?
I'm also young Wolverine and I'm sick. Oh, but that scene, but with the bony claws and that scream he gives out, cinema. Mwah.
And it's like, yo, let's run away forever.
Yeah, let's run away, and then
Let's
it
run away.
goes
We're
into.
brothers and we keep each other safe. Let's run away and kiss. What? What? I didn't say anything.
And then you see Adrian Price from Old Boy be like, yes, yes, incest.
And Hugh Jackman's like, okay, this is a plot line like I really want to focus on, and then everyone's like, Hugh Jackman, no,
No,
no.
no, we're not doing that. But what they should have focused on, honestly, they should have really kept with what the opening credit sequence was, because that is easily the best part of the whole movie. Where you see both of them they're fighting in all these wars. It's like the Civil War, World War One, World War Two, Vietnam, which then it cuts to from Vietnam where they almost get where I guess they get executed at gunpoint, but
Yeah,
they're
firing
also
squad.
mutants, so they're kind of immune to mostly of that stuff. And then, this guy comes in, he's like, hey, I could use a couple guys like you for a team.
Oh, I,
I'm
I,
assembling a team.
I wanted just to note that when he got shot by the cannon, made me think because I recently watched a little comedy bit video where it's like Deadpool and like Wolverine at Costco go to Costco.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was just like, "Oh, that's just a cannon." I got shot at a cannon once during the Civil War. He's like, "Oh, cool. What side?"
Haha.
Yeah, I can probably send you the vid. It's probably they did it way funnier than I could. But yes, they assemble a team. We are the Avengers trademark. He's like, "What? What?" And it's like, I don't know. We're still figuring out the name. We're fighting Marvel for the rights, but we're gonna figure it out. Yeah, he wants to find a cool rock.
Yeah, they're trying to like find a meteorite bit, and they go to Nigeria, and it's you got the gang there. You got Hugh, you got Victor, his brother, you got the Blob before he's a blob. He's just got like immune skin, I think is what it is, whatever. Then you got the electricity guy, Mary from Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Agent Zero, who just goes around dual wielding guns and flying on definitely not being carried by wires at all.
Definitely not. It's very real.
Definitely not. Yeah, and then you got Ryan Reynolds, the first iteration of Wade Wilson, with honestly one of the funniest infiltration scenes where they get out of the elevator and he just starts flailing his arms with the swords, blocking all the
He's like
bullets like he's a Jedi.
And then he splits that one bullet in half and he kills two guys behind him. Because he's so fucking cool.
It's so cool. Obviously, and in the slow-mo bit, like a Zack Snyder movie. And there's no blood whatsoever. Like not even squibs in some places.
Yeah. Apparently they made a rated R version and then Hugh Jackman's like, no, make it PG-13.
But again, you can't have, because apparently you can't have blood in a PG-13 movie.
Nope. No fun allowed.
Yeah, no fun.
I don't know. I don't know. Did they say a swear word in the movie? Did Hugh Jackman say fuck you or ass or anything?
I do not remember any F-bombs. Oh, God, I don't even remember how much there. I don't remember a lot of swearing in it. Yeah, that's weird.
Hugh Jackman is like, no, we can't swear. It goes against Wolverine's Christian morals.
We gotta do this for the children.
Yep. This film's gonna be PG-13. We can't have swearing.
We can't have swearing. We can't kill people with blood squibs. We can't show the sex or, waking up from nightmares and I don't know what he did. When he like woke up from his night terror when Mary from Lord of the Rings was getting killed by Victor.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Oh, that was the weirdest wet dream I've ever had.
Yeah, did he splooge everywhere?
Which war? That makes it seem like he goes like, which war were you dreaming of? All of them. That makes that joke make it either funnier or worse.
Yeah, that
completely changes why Wolverine willingly took part in so many fucking wars.
Well, yeah, because he was basically indestructible.
Or he just really wanted that like thrill. The thrill of war. Well, that was Sabretooth. I'm just describing Sabretooth pretty much.
Yeah, that was more Sabretooth, but
Sabretooth was horny for war all the time.
And then Logan's like, fuck it, I guess I gotta do it because he's my brother and we gotta stick together.
Also, Sabretooth also did not understand the dentist system when he got that one lady and threw her into bed. Wolverine shows like, no, Sabretooth, you didn't do the dentist system right.
You can't put her in. You can't throw her on the bed until the implication's given.
That's why they were getting killed by firing squad, because they failed the dentist system. They took that very seriously back then.
In Vietnam time, they were really focused on making sure women were treated right via the dentist system.
They were just like, if we don't have systems, we are lawless. We're just lawless animals, and we gotta make sure that the system is followed at all costs, pretty much. That's what Apocalypse Now was about, right? Like that guy, he wasn't following the dentist system anymore. They had to take him out.
Yeah, yes, that's what Apocalypse Now is about. Marlon Brando went rogue because he wasn't following the dentist system correctly. Yep. You got that 100% right.
Nice. See, I don't even need to see the movie to know what it's about, because it's obvious.
I would still say watch the movie. It's amazing.
I have no need to. I already know it. I already have it perfect in my head. It's a very easy 5 out of 10 movie, obviously. I already see it completely playing out.
5 out of 10?
5 out of 10. See, it's because they didn't.
Okay.
It's because they didn't play All Stars during the helicopter scene. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yep, All-Star. Very common during the Vietnam War.
Yeah, but we'd probably get back to the Wolverine
Yeah,
origins.
the origins of the Wolverine of X-Men.
But yeah,
Yeah,
he lives a
so
separate life, but then he's just like,
yep.
we need you back, cause Saber Victor, some guy's killing the
No, no,
team.
no, no, no. They don't know it's Victor. They're like, someone killed Mary, and we need to figure out who it was. Who was it on the team?
Also, Victor is safe, but no specific reason why I'm saying this or anything. Just so you know.
No, not at all. Oh, and you also got that really cool scene where he's got, the axe on his shoulder, and then Zero like pulls out his gun, shoots off his cigar, like that was the coolest.
You're like Adam Sandler. You're like, holy shit, I'm gonna come.
Yeah, exactly.
This year is so cool. I can't wait to see him in more X-Men movies. Oh, never mind. Like his superpower is he can shoot good.
Yeah, he's just kind of an expert marksman.
It's because when you hear the name like Agent Zero, you think, oh, maybe he can like duplicate himself, like zero,
Yeah,
one, two, three, four,
duplicate
like.
himself or have some kind of power. He's just really good with guns. That's it.
And why don't you call him Sharpshooter? It's like right fucking there.
Or yeah, sharpshooter, marksman.
Hawks. You can't call him Hawkeye. That's a Marvel. Wait, no, you probably could
That
because
is
it's Marvel. Well,
yeah,
there's already a
but
character named Hawkeye.
Hawkeye's more arrows.
You Eagle Eye. There we go. Problem solved.
Eagle Eye there. Okay.
Long Shot. You can call him like Outlaw, cause like Outlaw cowboy thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can call him Ranger. You call him the Texas Ranger. Well, no, he wasn't Texan, so I don't think you can do that. That's cultural appropriation.
He's not an actual Texan.
Yeah, you can't call him Texas Ranger. You probably just call him Ranger.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I have a job for you. He's like, no. And then Sabretooth comes and kills his
Kill
wife.
his girl. I think it's just his girlfriend, who's a school teacher, because he was
Could have
like,
sworn it was.
I don't know what she's teaching to these kids at this school. I gotta kill her.
I guess it should be interesting to note that I remember the thing is like, why aren't you driving away? Why aren't you like driving to hit this guy? He's menacingly coming towards you. Or why don't you just drive away in reverse or do anything? But it gets explained later in the movie. It was still annoying, but I guess we had an explanation for that.
Yeah, you need to have it, even if it's dumb. You gotta have some explanation to be like, oh, okay. Does that help? No.
No, and then Wolverine's like, okay, I'll do the thing. And they eject him full of hot, like, lead. No, well, the hot, like, aluminium or alternatium or
Adamantium.
adamantium. And then
Yeah,
after he dies and comes back to
adamantium
life, they're just like, okay, lol, throw him into the fucking jail.
We gotta erase his memory.
And then he's like, oh, sorry, the extreme lead poison I got also gave me super hearing. Idiot.
So I know what your plan is, and I'm gonna run away butt ass naked. And then he goes on a farm with these old people.
I think the farm was my favorite part of the chunk of the movie. Because I love the old man is already kind of feels a little done with Wolverine. He's just like, okay, whatever, you destroyed my fucking sink. Oh, you have a huge cock, Hugh Jackman. Put on some fucking clothes.
We get it, Hugh. You're just showing off your schlong to us.
Do you think Wolverine,
it's not appropriate,
because of the
but,
adamantium, he can extend his schlong out super long?
Doesn't need the steroids.
Nope. And then it leads to the funniest scene in the movie, where the old lady comes to deliver breakfast and she just gets fucking blasted.
Oh, she gets blasted. I thought you were going to talk about the scene right before he, destroys the sink and you just see him pull out the claws and it's some of the worst CG you've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that looked like fucking shit too. I was
gonna terrible.
Yeah, generally awful. It probably works better in an action scene because you don't actually get to see them when they're swinging it. It's too fast.
I mean, yeah, they could at least get away with it in that. But the first reveal officially of the claws. It's just, oh boy, it's a choice.
He's like, oh god, oh fuck, and he destroys their bathroom.
Yep. And it's even crazier because from what I remember, the claws looked much better in the trilogy. And those movies were in like 2000, 2003, and 2006, about. And yeah, the effects on that looked much better than here. But here we are, $150 million down the drain, and some of the worst green screen and special effects you've ever seen.
Yeah,
Good job.
generally terrible. Good job, guys. We
Yep.
did it. You fucked up like a piece, like five, like what, like three, 6 pieces of metal. You couldn't even make that look good.
Could not at all. But yes, so we go back to the old people then getting blasted by Agent Zero.
Yeah, the old people get blasted by Agent Zero, and this is where Wolverine gets his hashtag iconic motorcycle.
And he's got his cool jacket on, and then there's obviously a chase, and at one point he pulls out his claws and he does that really cool kind of Oculus slide, but with his claws as he turns the bike around, because we got to show how cool he is.
Yeah,
And
he
we got to
takes down
teenagers
everything.
especially.
He kills Project Zero, Mad Max style, because he blasted the old lady and the old man. Which it should be noted, the old man gave him the motorcycle, gave him the jacket. And he's like, "You can call me Uncle Ben." He's like, "Okay, thanks."
And then he goes with great
and then he
power
immediately
comes
gets
great
shot.
responsibility.
And then he gets fucking shot. But yeah, then he just murders the fuck out of him. And he's just like, "Hey, asshole guy, I'm coming for you after I kill Sabretooth. Just giving you a heads up." And then that begins his quest to find Sabretooth. And I guess he knows where Will.I.Am is, because or something.
Yeah.
That's like really weird, because he never implies that he like stays in contact with
Keeps
any of
in
them.
touch with any of these guys after. He just kind of rolls up going, "Hey, how you doing? Cool.
Hey, Will.I.Am, how's that music career you're trying to do?
Yeah, how's the new album coming?"
Well, first off, I'm not making an album because we're in the 70s right now, but we're getting to that point. And then we get to there's the one scene, the only scene I ever remember. Like, I always remember everyone saying that the trailer for this movie is amazing, and the only thing I remember in the trailer when he goes like, "Come on, Bob, for old time's sake," and he gets hit, and he's like, "Why'd you call him Blob? I didn't call him Blob. I said Bob."
Bub.
Yeah,
Iconic.
Bub was the best character because he actually beat the shit out of
Blob.
Wolverine.
With his gut.
Yeah, based. The only thing that Wolverine couldn't pierce, even though he never had his mill out, was the Blob and his baseness.
Yeah, the Blob was at least hilarious.
The Blob is what
Especially with
Discord
that fat
moderators
suit.
wish they could be.
Every moderator. A champion boxer.
But he's just like, yeah, I just talked to fucking the Blob. Try and make him lose weight. And,
Yeah,
we'll
I'm not
figure it
trying
out.
to fat shame or anything, but you need to lose some weight, man.
You fucking fatty. But yeah, they have to beat up the Blob. Well, Hugh Jackman has to
To
beat up the
get
Blob.
information out of them.
Because I guess apparently the Blob and Agent Zero still talk. Which,
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess.
sure, whatever.
Yeah, and yes.
They're like,
Stryker,
you need to talk to Blob
leader.
because the Blob talks to Agent Zero for plot convenience sake. And he's just like, okay, yeah, sure. Victor and the asshole guy, they're still working together. There's a guy named Gambit who knows where the island is. He's in Louisiana.
Yeah, because he was on there for a couple years, and you find out Gambit is John Carter.
And he's
So,
really
yeah.
good. What if he wasn't even immune? What if Gambit was just a guy who was like really good at juggling cards? That's it. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, funny note. Hugh Jackman calls Gambit Bub too. In my mind, he's just like, Gambit goes, "Did you just call me Blob?" And then he fucking smashes fucking Wolverine through the fucking wall. Oh yeah, Will.I.Am dies, by the way. He gets killed by
Yeah,
Sabretooth.
Will.I.Am dies after he tries to fight
Sabretooth, Victor.
Sabretooth. But,
And
he's
nothing
too
of value was
strong.
lost. I found it really funny when Wolverine was literally just about to fucking murder Sabretooth, who was like the big bad we've been dealing with the whole movie. And then he gets defeated because Gambit's like, "Ugh, fuck you, you hit me in the face, dude, you fucking loser. I fucking hate you." Like, Gambit has that, like, that teenage angst feel to him, you know? Like, he's got that, like, how do you do, fellow ladies kind of vibe to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he helps Sabretooth escape accidentally, and then Wolverine just threatens to murder Gambit as he threatens to kill everyone in the movie to do stuff. He's like, okay, I guess I'll follow you to the island in my plane, which apparently actually has a road connected to it, so they didn't even need to do the plane thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
guess for like
planes
the
are
sake of
cool.
stealth, but like, cause they call it the island, but then they do a big like wide shot, like top down view. There's a fucking road. Like I remember when all those cops and firefighters just showed up out of fucking nowhere. It's like, where the fuck did these guys come from? Aren't they on an island? Is there like a town nearby? And it seems out, no, it's like a fucking like island in the middle of like a lake in the middle of a huge ass fucking city. It's like, what the fuck? Like at least like tens of thousands of people had to see a massive fucking beam of light just destroying the reactor, and it's like, oh yes, that must be like normal abandoned nuclear power plant things. No biggie. Just call the fire department. Say there's like a fire.
Nah.
Nah.
Nah, they won't do that.
Yeah,
That's
but
not fun.
they go to the island, and we get revelation after revelation about like everything. He's just like, yeah, Wolverine, your girlfriend slash wife, we don't really know, whatever. Depending on which nefarious host you ask, here is your wife slash girlfriend. She is still alive. Also, you know, we did this so we can just do this test on you, so I can make Ryan Reynolds peak Deadpool, so that way you guys can star in a movie together.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you know everything. Sabretooth gets mad. Why am I explaining the plot of the movie? That should be your job. I'm
I
getting
don't.
ahead of myself
Yeah, I
here.
don't know. You just kind of like took the role,
I
but
just kind
okay,
of
yeah. So
kept going
okay,
on tangents. I'm sorry.
all right. So yeah, we get to the island, where they're trying to, stop Stryker. Eventually, stop also Sabretooth. But then there's the plot twist that oh no, his girlfriend's actually alive. They did it all as a ploy to get him there, but then she also helps him, and they try and release all of these other mutants, and also Cyclops has like a couple scenes before that, and but he's never really that important other than oh, he's another mutant. Look at him, he's Cyclops, everybody. He's got the laser eyes, and that's why he wears glasses in school, even
I
though it's against the rules.
He's like, I hope you like that because this is really pretty much most of the content you're gonna get from him.
Woo!
What you were
And
hyped
then
to see him when you saw him in the trailer? Ha! That's like his one of two scenes that he has.
basically, and then they do this also other really cool thing where Wolverine's unlocking all the gates, but he's just running with his claws out, and no one is trying to like walk back and not get hit by sparks or anything, and before they're free. But it looks cool because it's also in slow mo. But
When he
that
just killed one
happened.
of the mutants, he's just like, whoops. Well, he was probably evil anyway. That's probably why he was in a cage.
Yeah, he's a mutant. That's fine. I know
Mutants
I'm
don't have
one
fucking
too,
rights.
I'm a mutant, but I don't believe in mutant rights for all.
It's not racist because a mutant killed a mutant, so it's okay.
It's mutant on mutant violence. Oh my god.
Ah, jeez. We're just peak commentary, political commentary. It's like no Wolverine or X-Men Origins of Wolverine is a deep political messaging about the racism or something,
Yeah, maybe.
and we're just commenting on that through our own spin that appeals to our audience. So we're not being vindictive assholes. We're spreading the message in a unique way.
We're just calling out the bad racism. We're calling out the racism
Yeah,
in here.
you really saved that one. You were really close to mucking that one up on accident. But yeah, Wolverine Origins.
But oh no, we forgot a little one. After they get all the mutants out, before we get Sabretooth to show up, we get the first iteration of Deadpool in a movie. And he's like a surgical wonder.
Amalgamation thing.
I mean, you could call him an abomination. I mean,
You can
yes.
tell this Deadpool's evil because it's cultural appropriation because he's got all those symbols on him. That's
Oh,
why they
he's
got
got
to
those
defeat him.
tattoos. So
They're
he's
just
got
like,
those tattoos. He has one long sword that comes out of each of his arms.
that Wolverine's like, hey, that's cultural appropriation, and that's not cool.
Wait, is that you? Stryker finally found a way to shut you up. Yeah,
Hey,
because
callback.
obviously Deadpool never talks.
Ever.
The merc with a mouth never talks. Which I'm guessing comic book nerds especially got upset about in 2009.
Oh, no, I bet they loved it. They're like, oh my god, this is such a better iteration of Deadpool, clearly.
I love mute Deadpool.
I love Deadpool that doesn't talk and just has no mouth, and we see his body and everything.
Yeah, and this Deadpool is also a combination of all the powers mutants have. So he has Will.i.am's
Teleport.
yeah, like teleporting abilities. He's got laser eyes from Cyclops. He's got the Wolverine adamantium arms.
And that's it.
He's got some kind of invincibility thing. Okay, not invincibility, but he gets stabbed, he can regenerate his skin right away. And then Sabretooth, as Logan's falling, he's like, I'm the only one that should kill you. But then we're going to fight Deadpool together because we're brothers and we stay together.
And then we'll kiss afterwards. What?
We'll kiss afterwards. And then they,
and if we get hurt, we can kiss our little boo-boos together after the fight.
Yeah, and then we fight Deadpool and cut his head off.
And Deadpool just fucking laser beams the entire radioactive silo as his head falls down. And then Sabretooth is like, okay, Wolverine, we don't have time to kiss, so we're going to have to take a rain check on that. I'm going to kill you later, bye! And then he just jumps off it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Wolverine jumps off. He gets shot in the head, because the asshole guy's just like, adamantium bullets. It won't kill him, but he'll lose his memory if I shoot him in the head. The brain will heal, but the memories won't be there, which I don't know what makes him think that's going to work. But it does, so what do I know?
I don't know. Yeah, and then...
Also, if they had adamantium bullets that can only kill Wolverine, why the fuck would they not give it to fucking Agent Zero?
I don't know. Because he wanted to do it, I guess? But that doesn't... Like, why would you not give it to your sharpest shooter and hunt him down? I mean...
I'm gonna save these bullets for sense. Agent 1.
Yeah, a lot... Yeah, a lot of this plot just did not make sense at all.
Oh yeah,
but it was entertaining.
The girlfriend was a mutant, and she has the ability to touch men with her hands and make them
she's
more
keep
suggestible.
Until your feet bleed, and then keep walking after.
Fucking got him.
Got him.
And then she dies because she got shot in one scene that you wouldn't realize until later. But it's a tragic ending because Wolverine did forget everything. And Gambit shows up and he's like, hey, Wolverine, do you know this fucking dead bitch? He's like, no. Okay, well, we better get going then. The police are here. He's like, okay,
we gotta
bye.
get going. The coppers are... We gotta go off the grid.
I'm gonna go be a fucking Reddit moderator because I got the fedora and everything for it.
Milady.
Yeah, milady. And then, and then the asshole, he gets arrested because he killed a general in an earlier scene where he went, I'll protect and serve foreign and domestic threats. Because the guy's just like, your son's immune and you're too close and you're kind of an asshole, so we're kicking you off the project. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm an asshole, huh? Would an asshole do this? And he fucking sounds, it's like, yeah, an asshole would do that. I'm dead. That's how that scene played out. And that's the whole movie.
Yeah, that is the movie.
I don't know. The action was really silly. It had that going for it.
I kind of found... doesn't have obviously a lot of positives toward it. There is a lot wrong. There's no direction. There's no good direction whatsoever. I already said that the CG and special effects and green screen's really bad. I mean, yeah, Hugh Jackman's fine, and as the lead, and it's entertaining enough. But it's just also one of those movies again. You're just wondering, so much money, and this is how you made it. I mean, why? What happened?
Apparently, Hugh Jackman just went, no, we can't have it rated R. We can't make this cool. I'm on this PG-13. I can't swear. All this and that and the other thing. I mean, I don't know if that's actually the problem, but those are things that happened, and, we can consider. Like, do you think if this movie was rated R, it would perform better?
Maybe. I guess it just depends. I mean, it made over 370 million about, so it at least made back double its budget. But I think they were trying to get as many more people into the theater. Kind of get that under
Oh,
17
that
crowd that doesn't need their
Blumhouse,
parents to
the
be with
Blumhouse
them. And
strategy.
yeah, the
Just water
Blumhouse
down
idea.
your movie to a point where you can get to where it's just practically sanitized so that everyone can go see your movie. And then you use as little money as possible to make it. But I think I'm done talking about X-Men Origin Wolverine. Such a confusing
Yeah,
ass title. How about you?
yeah, I think I'm done too.
All right, well, with that, then we move on to picking on which film is the better of the two. I don't really think it's going to be a hard decision, unlike last episode. So, but Cole,
Yeah,
which film do you think is the better of the two?
the Wolverine of X-Men Origins,
Uh,
easily.
yep, I'm the same. That was way more fun and charming than Cool as Ice,
Yeah,
which was
it
in-
was at least giving off fun bad vibes, which I'm always okay with.
yeah.
If you can make it fun bad, I'll at least not want to jump off a cliff.
Yeah, this one's probably gonna rank up pretty high on my list. In comparison to Cool as Ice, which is gonna rank kind of low on my list. But yeah, I'd probably
Same.
watch X-Men Origins again. It
Oh,
was
I would.
fairly charming. Yeah, that's what I gotta say. And congrats, you won two in a row, Cole. Like I said, your reign begins now.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. But now that we know which one film is better, now we can move on to the questions. Remember, if you have questions, then ask them, because then we can answer them. First question comes from Robert, which is, what do you think differentiates a good fan theory from an arbitrary one, and do you have any favorites?
Fan theory. Okay. I mean, just like from our perspective, would you say, is that what he's asking?
I think so. I mean, a
Because if
good
we're.
fan theory from a bad one probably is something that is a lot more thought out than just like. Because when I think of a bad fan theory, I just think it's the one who's like, oh, everyone's actually dead and this is a purgatory. Or, oh, this is all just someone
Mhm.
in a coma and this is all their
Yeah,
imagination. Like that kind
I
of.
don't know. I mean, some of the times it does make sense, but most of the time it just feels kind of like a lazy cop out where where you're just kind of where you're just trying to make it make sense in the terms of, oh, this is why it seems like this because
Yeah,
of
like
that. And
like they thought of the idea first before actually, and then try to find evidence that fits that random idea. Other than looking at
mm-hmm.
the pieces and going, oh, you can kind of maybe draw this kind of a conclusion or like this kind of fan theory from it. Like I think the one that probably can fall on both ends of the spectrum is like the Five Nights at Freddy's series, because there's probably a ton of like well thought out theories that whether if they're true or not or actually are the thing. There's a lot of effort. And then you have like the low tier ones where they're just like, if you look at this scene right here at this screenshot, you can actually tell that this guy might actually be the purple guy. And you go, what? You have that like that shock emote where it's just like the guy like pointing at the screen. There's like a red circle that they're pointing at from like, is this the reveal of purple guy?
and he has that like, and those have that super shocked soy face just going, oh, that they'll put in the YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah. They'll have like a Freddy Fazbear a ping, but it's like with like all bloody and like gross looking. That like they claim this is like whoa unseen screenshots from the Scott Cawthon games, and then it's like a clearly like fake edit that they made, like unused animatronic. What? Let's see. Like,
Whoa.
well, like what do you think is an example of like a good fan theory? You could say, like one like
I mean, you
specifically.
definitely kind of explained that a little well. You just try to make it have some obviously thought put out into it, and something that also just decides to. I mean, also I always think obviously make it interesting in some way where it also can make sense. I mean, there's some theories I've read that are definitely so off the rails, kind of crazy that you're going, no. But they're also kind of funny at the same time. Like Kevin from Home Alone is actually Jigsaw. It makes no sense whatsoever, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, and in that sense, that one's like a good fan theory because sometimes it's just like a simple like, oh, it's this and this because they're kind of weird, and that can be charming in its own way. Like, not every good fan theory needs to be this well in depth research thing, as long as it like actually like makes sense in some way. I think another thing that kind of can like screw up a good one from a bad one is sometimes where it feels like they make something out of like they make their evidence from like nothing into something. Like with the Shining where they say like, oh, you can see Stanley Kubrick in the clouds in the opening scene for because it's like a deeper thing for da 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 da. Like The Shining
Oh my
is
god.
another similar film similar to the
Mm-hmm.
FNAF series that has probably good and bad fan theories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could on there's one like I definitely have wanted to check out the Room 237 documentary about obviously The Shining because it just I've always never understood the theory of honestly I always think the moon landing theories are just kind of really stupid and the one where it's oh this is actually Stanley Kubrick apologizing for making the moon landing video, and this is why because Danny's wearing an Apollo 11 sweater, and the rug looks like a rocket landing. It's like, shut up! Like, where are you?
Oh,
You're just pulling stuff out of your ass at this
maybe that
point.
one's my new favorite fan theory.
Is that just to spite me?
No, I that sounds so fucking stupid. It's one of those so bad it's good
Oh,
kind of
one
thing.
of those. Got it. Got it.
So someone watching the film and going like, yeah, this is Stanley Kubrick faking the moon landing means by extension they believe that we never landed on the moon is so out of left field that I love it. It's so
Mm,
fucking stupid. But do you have any favorite fan theories? Ones that, other than the titular
favorites.
fake moon landing apology, that this is Stanley
I'm trying
Kubrick's
to.
fake moon
Oh,
landing
yeah.
apology
That's a
video.
Um, trying
If
to think of
if you
favorites.
watch the extended cut of The Shining, there's a post credit scene where Stanley Kubrick starts playing the ukulele to sing his apology.
Oh, he started the trend.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's why people do that. That's why all YouTube apology videos are like that. Stanley Kubrick did it, and they're like, "Oh my God, Kubrick, he's a genius. He really set us up."
Yeah, Colleen Ballinger saw that and was like, that's how I gotta apologize for what I did, even though what I did was so much
They're
worse.
like, "Well, no one talks about Stanley Kubrick faking the moon landing, so it must work."
Yeah, hang on. I gotta like check a couple quick because there's one I know I think I like, but I cannot remember. Well, obviously, I really enjoy the Kevin is Jigsaw. That's a great one.
Yeah, that one's iconic.
Let's see. You
Uh,
got the Pixar theory.
Oh, I remember the Pixar theory. I remember they had their own little website
Yeah,
that explained everything.
the
That was actually kind of cool. In high school, it
there's
was
the
cool.
Tarantino theory, where yeah, obviously his movies are all connected in some way. Okay, that's interesting.
I don't. I can't really think any. I think we already kind of.
I can't think of like favorites. Yeah, because I'm looking at like other theories, but I want to read those later. Is the thing, and I'm
Like
Mm-hmm.
trying to think one off the top of the head is like kind of tough because I haven't dug into like film theories or video game theories in a while. I guess a favorite I had as a meme was the is Ness Sans from Undertale, because that became like a huge meme. And then when Smash Ultimate was getting released and I went to GameStop, there was a guy
Mm-hmm.
dressed as Ness and I said, "Oh, whoa, you're Sant," and then he got really fucking mad. He was like he was upset, like just like a regular amount of upset. I'm kind of overselling it, but it was really funny. So that always holds a special place in my heart.
This one is from a show. I'm just like, cause like I said, I'm scrolling through a bunch of these, and there was one I just saw that was like, oh my god, I forgot about that. Rugrats. There's a theory that it's all in Angelica's head.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That like she's just
Yeah,
imagining it, and her mom's actually a
yeah, because
whore.
and like yeah, where it's like Chucky, I think was like he was like killed in a car accident with his mom, I think is what it was, and then Tommy, I think was like a stillborn, so that's why his dad always is like making toys and all that, and then or was that Phil and Lil, something like that, and then Phil and Lil was like some kind of other situation, but never knew what the exact gender of the baby was, so it was twins in Angelica's head, and
I'm gonna guess abortion. That's my guess,
probably a abortion.
or like a failed C-section.
I just want to find one more. Man, I keep finding the same ones where it's like, oh, the Sally from Greece is actually Sandy dies on the beach at the beginning of Greece, or Jar Jar Binks is actually a Sith Lord. I'm like, I get that. Like, give me something funny. Yeah, I already said the moon landing.
I think you're gonna have to call it quits.
No. Fuck it. We'll just say the Kevin Jigsaw one.
Yeah, peak.
Yep. But it is a good one. Obviously it makes sense, but I would have honestly loved honestly if Spiral both if Spiral was not partially produced by Chris Rock and then, Darren Lynn Bousman decided I'm gonna not be a baby, I'm gonna be a big boy. Get Macaulay Culkin to be the new Jigsaw and play into the theory a little bit. Maybe he's like a long lost son of John Kramer or something,
Long
and
lost
do something
brother.
with that.
Have him be
Twin
like what
brother,
the fifth Jigsaw.
something. Yeah, like
Like
I
there
don't.
was
Yeah,
Amanda was one, then Hoffman was one, then
you had
Dr. Gordon
Amanda
was
Hoffman,
one,
Dr.
then that
Gordon.
one
You
random
had
guy
that
from
guy from
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw, which was honestly the stupidest. And then you had
We don't count the other one.
um, yeah, we don't count him because that wasn't technically
That
a
was just a
Jigsaw
lame-o
accomplice.
copycat killer, and he was stupid anyway. And yeah, I guess we'll move on to our next question then. And our final question, which is from Mattias, which is thoughts on pineapple on pizza.
Eh,
It's fine, I guess.
I could care less.
Okay,
It's
here's like,
pizza.
I mean, like whatever. Like honestly, you can look up like pizza and like, or I can just send you a fucking link of a guy reacting to different pizzas. And pineapple isn't even close to like the biggest sin that it was put on those pizzas. Here's a question: have you ever eaten a pizza with pineapple on it that was like good? Like, have you ever had like a
Um,
Hawaiian pizza, like a? Because usually when I eat pineapple
I
pizza,
mean,
it's not
I
very
haven't.
good.
I mean, again, I haven't had a Hawaiian pizza in a while, so I can't really say too much. But I mean, it doesn't bother me.
I've had one really good Hawaiian pizza in my life. I remember exactly when, because once you had a good pineapple on pizza moment, it stays with you forever. When I get dementia, I'm gonna forget like all my relatives that I love, but I'll fucking remember that one slice of pineapple pizza I had. But I was at a friend's house, and apparently they like Hawaiian pizza. So they
Mm-hmm.
ordered a Hawaiian pizza from Domino's, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll have it." Domino's is always like hit or miss. Sometimes I'll get a great pizza, sometimes it's shit. But like they fucking nailed it. Like, oh my god, the sweetness from the pineapple meshed well with like the fucking taste of the pizza and everything. Oh my god, it was so fucking good. It was amazing. It was incredible. I don't think I'll probably ever get experience like that ever again. Well, that was a quick question. I
Yeah.
don't know. Did I guess with that, we move on to recommendations. And this is a special
Yes.
recommendation because after this episode, it'll be the 2 year anniversary. Well, technically no. The episode falls a few days before the 2 year anniversary,
But it's close
but
enough.
it's close enough, you know. And if you really want to celebrate that episode
And
with us, you
it's
just wait a
our
couple
show.
days.
We can make the
Yeah, we can make
rules.
the fucking rules. We can do whatever the fuck we want, and we're saying that we're gonna do it now. So, like last year, we did a trilogy, and this year we're doing a trilogy as well. And Cole, I'll let you do the first recommendation because I had the retro pick from this episode. Yeah, so I'll let you go first on what yours.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, and the theme. Since this is our second year, we're doing a sequels theme. That's right, because a good number of the films we've discussed have sequels, so we're gonna recommend a sequel from those movies. So that way we don't have to talk
Yes.
about them ever again later. But yes, Cole, give us the first inaugural movie.
All right. So I was debating between a couple of them, but I decided I was gonna go slasher, but then I was like, let's go back to one of the few, I guess you could say, adventure-esque movies, if that's what you want to call it. And it took me a while to find this movie because I wasn't sure if I could find it anywhere. But then I was like, oh, it's on YouTube. So I'll share that with you. But we're going to go with 1988's Deathstalker and the Warriors from Hell, aka Deathstalker 3.
Oh right, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, we didn't talk about Deathstalker 2. It's like, no, of course not, fucking idiot. It's because you're talking about Deathstalker 1 and you're jumping straight to 3 because 2 is actually a good movie.
2 is actually, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you gave it a 6 out of 10, so that means it's good.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.
Oh boy, yep, I gotta slap that on the watch list. I think it's Alfonso Corona. Did he direct?
Yep.
Yep.
Alfonso Corona.
Yeah, that's
the opposite of Alfonso Cuarón.
Fucking got me.
Hell yeah.
Base, let's go. Anyway,
we got an acclaimed director.
Yeah, let's go,
but
baby.
not really.
Maybe that's how they thought they were gonna like make their money. It's like, okay, we're gonna trick people with this director, but it's really this director.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a film that we have a history with.
Oh no!
It was in one of our multi episodes as well, where we covered more than 2 movies. I think you know which one I'm gonna recommend, so I'm just gonna say it.
Fuck.
We're gonna do Chihuahua 2 from 2013, baby. Let's go.
There's a second.
Yeah, Chihuahua 2. That's I think it's a sequel. I mean, 2 is spelled Too, but I'm counting it anyway. I mean, it's got a doll. It's got a Chihuahua on the cover. It might as well be a sequel to Chihuahua. But you thought I was gonna say the Gingerweed Man, didn't you?
I was really hoping it was not Evil Bong again, and I would have.
Well, the only Evil Bong film we have left is Gingerweed Man, but you know we got time before we have to really need to recommend that one. Also, but our third film right now is a mystery one because there's currently things in the works and we don't know if they're going to pan out or not, so we're not going to make an official. We're not going to do what we did last year where we were just like, oh, we have a guest and they recommended this movie and then they couldn't show up, so we changed it. We're going to let this one be a mystery, so you're going to get a surprise. There's going to be a surprise final movie depending on if this thing, what we have going, pans out or not. So if you don't want to get spoiled for Deathstalker 3 or Chihuahua 2, well, you're going to get spoiled for the mystery movie. We didn't announce it. But if somehow you have future foresight to know what we're going to watch, then how about checking those movies out first? And also, like and subscribe and stuff. And also, ask us questions. And you all have a good day and a happy Morbius.
Happy X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, happy Cool as Ice. Happy Vanilla Ice.
Happy Hugh Jackman.
Happy The Blob. Happy
Bub.
Yeah, happy Bub. Happy I didn't call him Blob. I said Bub.
Happy Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas.
Yep. Bye bye.
Bye.